Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of Parallel Disney. We have been spending most of our time finding anomalies inside the Disney parks of the various dimensions to help make identifying each of them easier. However, this time we found a location that is outside the Disney parks that is just as anomalous and can help us out. I present to you Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. Carl's Jr. is located in the same dimension as Disneyland, while Hardee's can be found in the same one as Disney World. Besides the name, they seem almost indistinguishable as they have the same logo as well as font. Though the star logo is exactly the same between them, different renditions of it can be found on each of their social media sites. Carl's Jr. depicts the standard logo as well as one with an open smile. At Hardee's you can find the star with an even bigger smile, along with one with the tongue sticking out. At Carl's Jr. you will find that there's a green burrito submenu, while at Hardee's it's the red burrito. When taking a look at their menus, there are some surprising anomalies. When looking at the burger menu, we find that there's an interesting divergence with the calorie counts. The really big Carl has 10 more calories than the really big Hardee. An additional example is how the double Western bacon cheeseburger at Hardee's has 40 more calories than the counterpart at Carl's Jr. When it comes to the chicken menu, Carl's Jr. has a delightful option of star-shaped pieces. For sweet breakfast confections, Carl's Jr. has French toast sticks as Hardee's has a cinnamon roll. Both restaurants have recent commercials that have very similar visuals and dialogue. Differences of note is how the Big Mac makes a cameo at the Carl's Jr. one, and the narrator refers to themselves as different things. A cheese hound in the Carl's Jr. commercial, and a cheese-cheeked burger wolf in the Hardee's commercial. Additional menu deviations includes that Carl's Jr. has the Beyond Burger option. Hardee has a much more substantial sandwich selection as they have chili dogs, ham sandwiches, roast beef sandwiches, and even prime rib. Hardee's also has a much larger breakfast selection as they include several more sandwiches and even breakfast platters. The only point where they're lacking is their number of burritos, but it's only less by 2. Both locations have natural cut fries, but if you want something a little bit more exciting, you'll find crisp cut fries at Carl's Jr. and curly at Hardee's. Well, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you have an amazing April 1st. I hope this video was funny as well as informative and interesting. If you're new here, I usually make videos like this, but for the Disney attractions. Anyways, if you enjoyed this and had fun, please consider liking and subscribing. And as always, until next time.